The at first complete evaluation of risks to the planet's coffee seedling shows how 60% of 124 named kind are on the end of death. More than rather than 100 types of coffee would increase natural in forest, consisting 2 utilized for the coffee we sip. Scientists say the drawing is anxious, as savage coffee is crucial for supporting the world coffee harvest. On 1 in 5 of the planet's seedling is endangered in death, and the 60% drawing is in very top A. If it wasn't for savage kind, we wouldn't include as lot coffee to sip in the planet present, told Dr. Aaron Davis of the King Botanical Gardens, Kew. Since if you see at the story of coffee growing, we include utilized savage kind to do the coffee harvest stable. The research found how 75 savage coffee kind are deliberate endangered in death, 35 are not endangered, and 2 slight is named on the left 14 to do any judgment. Moreover, it was found how 28% of savage coffee kind increase external secured areas and just on part are canned in semen banks. Its nature people is potential to decrease by up to 50% or more than by 2088 since of environment changing 1, on to the study. Savage Arabica is utilized to delivery oil seed for coffee agriculture and as well as a collected harvest in its own order. Ethiopia is the household of Arabica coffee, wherever it grows natural in upland Rhine forests. Taking into account the significance of Arabica coffee to Ethiopia, and to the planet, we requirement to do our limit to know the risks cladding its surviving in the savage, told Dr. Tadez Wolde Mariam Gol, of the Environmental and Coffee Wood Message Board in Addis Ababa. Lot coffee drinkers are ignorant how we just use the coffee beans of 2 kind, Coffea Arabica and Coffea Robusta, in the thousands of various blends of coffee on selling. In reality, down there are 122 coffee kind on top of how that happen natural in the savage. Lot of these savage coffees do not flavor nice to sip, but may include genes how can be harnessed to assist coffee seedling pull through in the next, among environment changing and growing diseases how assault coffee trees. In the much longer period, we will requirement to urge on savage kind to protect the next of the planet's coffee harvest, say researchers. We will urge on such savage asset period and period once again, told Dr. Davis. Globally, on 1 in 5 seedling is endangered in death, compared in 60% for coffee. As a compare, on part of savage tea and mango fruit kind are endangered in death, 6% of hazelnuts and 9% of pistachios. The extensive most of savage coffee grows in the remotely forest of Africa and on the Isle of Madagascar. For Africa, savage coffee is found in some tropic climates, consisting components of India, Sri Lanka and Australia. World coffee trading relies on 2 kind, Arabica, Coffea Arabica, and Robusta, Coffea canephora. A tertiary kind, Librica, Coffea librica, is grown up about the planet, but is seldom utilized for coffee drinks. Harvest savage loved ones are savage seedling how are genetically associated to treated cereal. They go on to develop in the savage, and can be cross in tamed cereal. They include been utilized to enhance the yields and dietary quality assurance of cereal with the sunrise of farming. They say we must know the risks to coffee agriculture and do certainly we include the asset in location to surmount threats. Coffee trees, love lot tropic seedling, include oil seed how do not pull through the freeze over drying trial utilized in usual semen banks. 45% of coffee kind include not been supported up external the savage. Dr. Imir Niklugadha of Q told the is the at first period an IUCN red listing evaluation has been transferred out to discover the death hazard of the planet's coffee, and the drawing of 60% is very top. We expect the new information will allocate kind to be prioritized for the stability of the coffee manufacture segment, so how relevant activity can be undertaken to protect the kind, she told.